Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Rimworld. I've only been awake for like 30 minutes, so it's going to take me a while to get into the swing of things, but yeah, welcome on in. Today we're probably going to be focusing mostly on build base because Cortina got herself pregnant, but yeah, welcome on in. Ooh. A charge rifle railgun. Ooh. For only killing 5 pigskins, I will actually take that. We'll send Kaz and Barrel to deal with it. Maybe Marty too. Okay, the camp is fairly close to us at least. Won't take too much fuel out of our shuttle. Okay, Beryl does have a weapon, so does Kaz. Let's go. I'm not gonna send Marty. They should be able to deal with 5 settlers and 0 turrets by themselves. How are they on sleep? They're both fairly full on sleep, at least. Bandit camp for 51 chem fuel. Alrighty. And generating map. I'm not sure who I'm going to end up giving this charge rifle to. Maybe I'll replace the impact rifle that Beryl has. Just checking my pings real quick. Alrighty, not much going on this map. No ancient danger either. And we have 5 people to deal with here. We're probably just going to land like right in these ruins since we'll have a good cover. Okay, we are going to claim both of these doors and hold them open. Beryl, you stand right there. What's the range on this? Really good, actually. And Kaz, you're going to pop over there. Oh my goodness. Okay, Beryl, fall back. Let that door close. Never mind, I have it set to hold open. They do have a bit of cover, but they're all using pistols, so we should be fine. Guys, get forward. Stand behind that tree. Okay, camp destroyed. And how are you, Griff? You're a Hussar. I can't take care of a Hussar, I'm sorry. Otherwise, I'd love to have you. Beryl, you tend to yourself. Kaz, go check out what's in here. Couple of books. I don't mind that. Whale claim and uninstall the fire foam popper, because that's always nice to have. And we'll take all the spare weapons these fellas had. Oh, Griff got back up. Guys, you are not going swimming right now. You are stripping these people. And these beds are all made of concrete, so we're not going to bother with them. Barrel, you're just sleeping on the ground. Okay, then. Now we set the shuttle to load. We'll take all their spare meals, their components, the little bit of steel, and all their books. We'll take the weapons, too. Let's please get the Masterwork charge rifle out of the rain. Anybody? Malaria. Rimworld has gotten malaria. Okay. Getting a lot of the diseases today. Or, well, this is the first disease we've gotten today, but yesterday we also had one. Granulin pod sprout. I don't know if we're gonna bother with that other than just, what's it called? I don't know if we're gonna bother with the granulin tree other than just selling the seed. Mad Boom Bat. I'll just restrict that door for now. Shuttle is loaded. And we are going to go home. Alrighty, we need somebody other than Rimworld on cooking because he's sick right now. Plus, he's not going to be at base all the time. Let's put Tanner on cooking. They can be our crafter and our chef. They might be below the required skill for fine meals, though. Let's see. Oh no, we're just out of like rice and stuff. That's a bit sketchy. At least we got some fine meals from that last camp we just raided. Mad rabbits. That's a lot of rabbits. Everybody draft up. I want Cortina away from the front lines.
Rock and stone!
Nasty, sharp, bitey teeth. Hey, welcome on in, Alex and Bill. How are things going? Let's step Barrel back here so that they'll use their breach axe. But yeah, welcome on in. I couldn't really stop by much the other day, so how's your anomaly run been going, Bill? And I hope things are well, Alex. I'm good, and you? I basically only been awake for like an hour now, so I'm still deciding on how I'm doing. Cats is the only one who really got injured from that. Tanner's unhappy because they're a different ideology. Okay. Still fighting malaria. And we did get the payment for the charge rifle earlier. Run is going well. Amazing how much better you can do when you allow yourself to reload occasionally. Yeah. Reloading's a kind of slippery slope, but boy, is it useful. We do need to start growing some more crops. I probably shouldn't have deleted the zone around this rice. Or not rice, that's corn. Funny looking rice, huh? Yeah. Today's not going to be too exciting with actually raiding enemy fortifications, but we just need to get a lot of stuff at the base done. I probably went a little bit overboard in the cotton field, since we only have the 6 people, but I would like to get carpets down eventually. Okay, I need to decide on a proper area to actually grow my rice. So we got some synth meat, we got some rice. But we need to be planting them in an area that's actually convenient. My freezer's down here, so we probably want to just be planting stuff around this area. Let me snooze this ad break. I don't want my crop fields to be just plain square either. I want to make them weird shaped like the rest of my base. We can just remove the growing zone for Tinctora right now. We don't need it. We'll mainly be a lurker for now. You got earphones in and you're working, but you'll pop into chat every now and then. You're weird shaped. Ayo! Nice. Let's see. I just want the crops to be fairly close to the freezer so we're not spending all of our time hauling to and from it. I do also want to start building over the lake eventually. And that can be for synth meat. Synth meat grows incredibly slowly, so it's not really the most worthwhile crop, but it's still kind of useful to have around. Let's also put down some tilled soil. If I can find it. There we go. Tilled soil is slightly better than fertile soil. It takes a lot of work to actually put down, though. Let's just give them a lot of stuff to build for now. I'm not sure what I'll put in this area once I move the fields. fire. Okay, that's not too bad. I should probably do this at the very least so my fence doesn't burn down. These rabbits don't give a lot of meat, do they? Huh. I'm gonna recycle those. They're not gonna sell for anything worthwhile, so we might as well just get rid of them completely. How's Rimworld doing? He's pulled very far ahead of his malaria. Very good. That boom bat isn't mad anymore, so we can unrestrict that door. I've given them a little bit too much to build at the moment, but they'll get to it eventually. Let's just have everybody on construction, even if they're not good at it. Kaz, Cortina are our primary constructors. What's Kaz doing? You're reading. Now get to work. Beryl can kind of construct too. They're not great at it though. Cut the wood here so that the builders can actually work a little bit faster. Also cut the wood here. We can cancel the chop tree designations over in this area. Hopefully the Muffalo don't die, but they should be fine. They got plenty of ground they can stand on. That's non-flammable. Oh, that's the school we just built. Thank you, Kaz. That'll stop fire from spreading to it in the future. Okay, Beryl, you don't need to be fighting fire out there. We got a concrete door on that for a reason. Ah, our pen got broken. Let's turn on rebuild. Here comes Mercy Rain. And there's a royal tribute collector that I don't particularly care about. Okay, Cortina, please prioritize working on these fences. I prefer my mufflers being the fence instead of the middle of the gravel. I know you're tired, but we need this fence to be done. You don't need to be building the dirt. Whatever. Finish building it, please. We do need more junk. Can we uninstall any of this? No, it doesn't count as junk. Could probably grab these. Yeah, all those ancient storage cylinders, where I'll pick them up. Okay, are the mufflers back in the pen? They are indeed. Okay, Rimworld, you can just get out of bed at this point. Everything is moving along fairly smoothly. That charge rifle we has a ridiculous DPS with accuracy. I'm worried about its aim time, though. Where'd it go? There it is. And for training, we do want a firing range. That's in the recreation tab, isn't it? Yes, it is. We'll just wait until we have the cloth to build these. We only need 2 for now. And let's see, I would like security. My builders are very busy currently, which is good to see. Let's start getting that electric smelter built, because I'd like to get some glass. Psychic drone medium. It's not too awful. And a boom bat has self-tamed. We are just gonna release that to the wild immediately. Yeah, we can't tame it in anything, so it doesn't really matter to us. Donkey's join. Not bad. Not sure what's with all the animal events, but that's alright by me. We got a big pen for them already, even though it just kind of burned down. How big is spark radius again? Is it just 2 spaces or more? I think it's 2 or 3 spaces. If you're talking about fire spread. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's 2 spaces, yeah. Because putting 2 blocks of gravel around all my buildings prevents fire from spreading onto them. Minor break risk from Tanner, probably because of the Psychic Drone. Yeah. Psychic Drone and you're a different ideology. Not for long, though. Okay. It's hard to tell, but most of these walls are still made out of wood, so we gotta be very careful with our base. That's half the reason I wanted to build the stockpile up here, because so that it's not made out of wood anymore. Of course, the flooring is probably going to be that way forever, but still. I'm not going to bother putting shelves down in there until everything else is built. Do we have any ruins on our map currently? Yeah, we still have those architectural ruins that Kaz and Parker died in last time. Building a nice little scrapper's paradise here. I do want to get rid of this building, but it's nice to have currently. Let's see. Storage. We want to be storing medicine in the hospital. I'm going to use a drum for it if it lets me, just because that looks thematically appropriate. It does. I'm pretty sure we're out of steel, though, aren't we? Yeah, we got 32 steel in storage. Still having a bit of trouble getting food for everybody. But the synth meat harvest is about gonna come in soon. Get that ambrosia hauled urgently. How are we doing on research? I know it's going to go slow, even though we have research set to fasten the ideology, but I still want to check every once in a while. Tanner has a minor break risk, because of course he does. Getting all these growing zones made, very nice. Cortina has inspired taming. That's not bad, actually. Might tell her to go tame a Mega Sloth. We still have one wandering around the base, yeah? Yeah. We don't have enough food for it currently. Yeah, we're pretty low on vegetable product. Gonna replace those with paved tiles so that we track in less dirt into the buildings. Canada's been doing a good job with the bricks lately. I'm pretty happy with them. They're pretty awful at combat. Well, they can only do melee effectively. But they're not a bad bomb. Another ambrosia sprout. I know that Bill has this trick he likes to do by putting a growing zone underneath the ambrosia sprouts so people will harvest them but not plant over them. I do not care enough to do that. I check back in often enough anyway. I don't need to mid-max my ambrosia. There goes the last of our steel, most likely. Yeah. Did we ever finish mining that steel deposit out? We did. Let's get all that hauled. It's good until pawns start crossing the map to save ambrosia from fire. Yeah. That's the main reason why I'm not doing it. There's a warg in the animal pen. If that warg hunts the muffalo, it's probably gonna die, but I'll send Beryl to deal with that anyway. That was pretty effective. The one thing that I have really liked about this playthrough is that I can actually get, like, unique weapons before I'm already in endgame. Like, if I find a unique revolver right now, I'm gonna be able to actually use it, instead of being like, oh, that's cool, a revolver with EMP, I'll keep that in my storage forever. Of course, I'm still probably not going to use, like, a unique great bow or anything, but it's nice to think about. Drifters desire aid. By the time mechs show up, you'll have forgotten about the EMP gun. Yeah. They're a group of children, or a group of travelers including a child, begging for medicine. Gray Heron's actually really good. I like the artistic and plants. They'd be useful to keep at base, but I'm not going to mess with them. We're just a bunch of scavs. We don't need to be actively harvesting anybody who walks into our territory. Summer has begun. Very nice. Parker, you're still blind, right? Yeah, you were very blind. After Beryl and Kaz are rested up, I'm going to send them on a raid. We need to turn some things off. We don't need the biofuel refinery on right now. We've got an okay amount of chem fuel in storage. Okay, barrel, Kaz, good luck. Shuttle should already be loaded with everything you need. Yeah, it is. We're gonna save here, and then we're gonna send them out. Last time we went to this location, we ran into somebody with marine armor, which absolutely toasted Parker and Kaz. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, since we have somebody with marine armor of our own. We're going to try to keep Barrel in the back lines, even though they have the marine armor, mainly because their gun's better at longer ranges. Oh, there's one. Little rats running around. Oh boy. Kaz's shield should be able to eat most close range attacks, or most low caliber attacks, to be honest. Oh, you're just coming up to punch us. No, you're incapable of violence. How come you're incapable of violence? You're punching my person in marine armor. Well, explain that to me. They were breaking the rules. You were also incapable of violence. It's so weird. They were rushing me down, though, which is even stranger. Okay, what do you like? Great melee, terrible shooting, decent social. We're just gonna strip you and let you bleed out. I don't hear any more doors opening. Rimworld has converted Tanner. Very good. They should be a little bit happier now. I just heard a pigskin talk. Where might they be? Oh, no. Buag just got up. Bleeding out in 4 hours. That is fine. We have roughly 4 days to raid this location. Looks like a couple extra EXP and shooting skill walking around. True that. They are on death's door, so I'm just kind of gonna leave them. Okay, we found the entrance to the bunker. We are going to send Beryl down first. Okay, Beryl, tend to yourself. I am also going to go to the upper level and mark everything for opening. I hear a lot of ghouls back there, so we're going to have to be careful. There is a lot of sounds of violence down here, indeed. You don't have a meal on you. Neither of you have meals on you. That could be a problem. You know what? Both of you exit this room. Let them all thug it out up there. Consume simple meal. Consume simple meal. There's Buag. Now Kaz and Beryl get back down there. Miners, we got a swarm inbound. Let's hold that door open, shall we? I want Beryl in the front currently because most of the enemies down here seem to be melee based. Oh, quest log? Yeah. Wow, Beryl, you are not good at melee, are you? There's a random tribal that somehow survived down here. Very small bunker. I'm assuming that this is just power gen. Tomato potato chips. I also had a mod enabled earlier on accident that changed the loot tables for the ancient urban ruins, and I have reverted that change. So we're going to be finding a lot more interesting stuff now. Yeah, this is power gen. I'll get a good bit of steel from this, at least. job. Now get everything hauled, and then we'll leave this place. Very good haul. Got a lot of tater chips. I'm gonna need to make a shelf in my base specifically for chips, most likely. Where are you going? You're going for a swim. Okay, I'll let you do that. Dude is in the dark, bandaging himself like a madman. Yeah, he's been going for a while. Probably because they're only level 2 in medical. We just shut off all the lights on him and left him down there. Hey, bud, yeah, we're leaving. You good down there? I mean, they're a random allied tribal, so I don't really care much about them. Especially since they don't have any good stats. We're still struggling for power in base, probably because we're only running off of 2 wind turbines. Okay. Up and at him. We don't have forever. You're just gonna go sleep on the sleeping bags now, aren't you? You get a mood bonus from the chips. 8 potato chips, plus 6. Ooh. That is good to know. Is he still down there? He's collapsed and he's sleeping on the floor now. Okay. Yeah, we left him some loot anyway. Okay, both of you need to get up. Start loading the shovel. Caravan detected by the mech hive. .6 days till enemies arrive and 2.1 days till enemies arrive. Okay, we want to load our fellas in first, and then let's get all of our goodies. Hunter rifle and defense pistol are pretty good weapons. And are we getting all that steel? Yes, we are. Shuttle is ready to launch. Let's get it back to base. Now we go to the world map and we abandon this structure. Okay, it's time to start moving our storage. Oops. It's kind of annoying when that happens, but whatever. Anyways, I forgot to ask, how are you doing, Lawman? Feel free to hop into chat if you so wish. Okay, I'm also going to need a nav beacon here and here. Can deconstruct that one. And let's unload the shuttle. The realistic, like, bag opening noises are very unnecessary, but they're funny to me. Okay, cool. They've been working on the upper wall a little bit. And the boom bat has self-tamed itself again. Or a separate boom bat this time has self-tamed itself. How annoying. Can't even slaughter them because they blow up on death. Hey, Shouty Boots, welcome on in. How was your D&D adventure today? Or D&D, branded adventure? I'm not entirely sure. It looked pretty retro. Should probably get rid of that razor wire. We are doing a very experimental playthrough where we've modded everything to... basically, my base cannot get raided, other than from, like, manhunters and stuff. But we can only really acquire loot through raiding ancient urban ruins. Oops, had the tab muted, only caught the end of what you were saying. That is all good. How was your D&D adventure today? The game looked pretty retro, which is interesting. Shoddy Boots is another content creator here on Twitch. They have been doing Rimworld without mods lately, which is very brave in my books. Let's throw a chicken statue in the hospital. Could always use something to spruce it up. Yeah, you played the heck out of the D&D game as a child, and you're excited to run it again? Nice. My childhood games were like Mario Kart and Halo Reach. I'm not a fan of racing games anymore, but Halo Reach's Firefight is still a blast even now. We're just trying to move our storage up into a larger facility at the moment, and more importantly, a fireproof facility. Tetris is your childhood game? Nice. Yeah, power issues are going to be quite prevalent for a while. We can't really get any research done with the amount of work we have to do. Mario Kart is your preferred racing game. Grew up with a good box of SSR games, though. And Snake on the old Nokia. Nice. I still remember playing, like, Peggle on my dad's flip phone, like, ages ago, back when flip phones were still a thing. I was probably only like 5 or 6, though. Gonna make some lunch, gonna be watching from the kitchen. Nice. Hopefully it's something good. Green meat. Yep. It is synth meat. I only have the synth meat mod because I like to raise animals that actually eat meat, and having to hunt for them constantly is just kind of not fun. So, I use synth meat as an alternative. Plus, it's the only good way to reliably make packaged survival meals. Outside of ranching, anyway. It's a very inefficient crop, like nutrition to the amount of time it takes to grow, but it counts as a meat product. Neat. Need to explore more mods. Haven't seen synth meat. It's a pretty small mod. But yeah. It's just a nice little mod that helps things, like, fit together more easily. Of course, I probably stray on the side of having a few too many quality of life mods for the game, like Tilled Soil is a little overpowered, but whatever. It's how I enjoy playing the game. Let's see. Let's build a few of these out of limestone. It's gonna look weird having some of them mismatched, but whatever. Our whole base looks kind of weird. I could fill this in more if we need the storage space at any point, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. Tanner's our local night owl. They've been making bricks tirelessly for the last few weeks, honestly. Only been here for 73 days. Most of this is built out of wood, unfortunately. I'll probably try to replace a lot of it with stone, but it's hard to tell what I need to replace with this ideology style. Let's turn those speakers on and do a dance party. A dance party in this very cramped room. I could do with making my ideology room a little bit bigger, but it doesn't really matter that much. Hey, a Wanderer joins. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Their best skill is intellectual level 8. I suppose I'll accept them. When ranching, how do you handle your animals? Do you focus on one or two types or gather whatever comes by? And how many do you keep alive? I keep as many alive as I possibly can. And just, like, start slaughtering them when they get overpopulated. I usually just focus on one type of animal, since I've never done a strictly ranching-focused playthrough. Oh boy, you're incapable of violence, and you're a wimp. We do need a research slave, to be fair, so I suppose that's your job. You're okay at art as well. You're decent at plants. You can help with that. You're also decent at cooking. Okay, you're better than I first thought at initial glance. You're ascetic, which is pretty nice for us. That is going to be a good person for base maintenance. Let's make some glass. It'll be pretty to have some glass walls in this base. Everybody participating in the ritual gains plus 16 mood for 6 days. That's crazy. Let's see. We have a farm marker map. What kind of maps do we have? You have trouble not collecting the whole set of animals once you start. Cows, horses, buffaloes, goats, pigs, chickens, ducks. I'm sure it's inefficient to do that, though. Yeah. I would honestly just focus on, like, 2, maybe 3 types of animals max. 3 if you include pack animals. Old construction site and hidden ruin. We really need that geothermal power. Bella's going to work on plants primarily and then do researching when all that work is done, so they're probably still not going to research much. Let's turn off the electric tailor bench. Rimworld and Cortina haven't been out on a mission in a while, but that is because Cortina is pregnant, and we need to deal with that first. Oh, nice, we got the shooting range up. You definitely don't need both chickens and ducks, yeah. Bounty hunting. 82 gold is actually kind of helpful, because we need that for the multi-analyzer. They're asking us to bring Fink Phantom to one of their settlements, though. That's too much effort. We don't have the chem fuel for that. Gonna turn back on the biofuel refinery. And we have a mech supplier. We probably don't have anything to give to them, but we'll see anyway. Yeah, they only buy components. We do have a lot of normal components, actually. I'd be willing to sell like 60 of those and 6 advanced components. What would that allow us to buy? A night vision helmet. Less melee hit chance and less melee time. Or less aiming time. That's pretty good. What's the defense like on it? Defense is also super good on it. So we can make 2,000 off of this, or, well, we can't make 2,000. We can get 2,000 worth of stuff. Let's buy 2 of the advanced battle rifles and just keep some of our components. Let's see. Advanced battle rifles. What's the stats like on those? They have 7.4 DPS with accuracy. That's actually really solid. Somehow worse than a double-action revolver, but I don't believe it. They probably have much better range. Yeah, 34 range is kind of insane. Oh, they're mechanoid-only weapons. We're not big enough to use them. Oh well, I just wasted a ton of money. I really should have read the description more closely. An infestation? Really? That's not even under thick mountain route. What are you doing? Why are you carrying so many guns, Rimworld? Probably because they were just falling, but whatever. I handled this very poorly. We're gonna have a lot of injuries to deal with here. Not my wind turbine. Okay. They listen to me. Cat is downed. Parker is also down. I really could have handled that better. We also want to not be butchering insects. No. That is Glitter World medicine. We do not use that on people. Mad Hedgehog. Oh no. Did a bug get back up? Yes, it did. Not the hedgehog, exactly. And another bug got back up. Okay. Where's Marty at? I really should have had Marty deal with most of this, but too late to actually do that now. Would have saved us a lot of injuries. Parker, just tend to yourself. Or, you know, maybe don't tend to yourself because you're blind and that's slowing down your movement speed or your effective speed. And all our muffalos have the plague. Let's put down some medical spots for them. That'd be under furniture. We're still not producing nearly enough food, which is kind of weird. Chase Deserter is available. I do not wish to make enemies with the Broken Empire, so we're not going to pursue that. And an Inspired Surgery in Greenwald. Unfortunately, we don't have any bionics to install at the moment, so I don't really care. That plasteel is kind of tempting, because we need it for the multi-analyzer, but nah. This bulk goods trader might have us covered anyway. Okay, they do not have us covered, but they do sell some dilapidated maps, which I might honestly go for. They do buy muffalos. I'm just going to sell some of the calves. Actually, that's barely worth our time. They do buy ambrosia. I want to save my luciferium in case it's used for crafting anything. We'll sell the empty box and golden egg. They don't really have anything I want to buy, probably because they're tribal. I guess we're not selling all of our ambrosia after all. I'm happy to make a big bit of silver off of that. Luciferium is used for crafting persona weapons if you have that mod. Yes, I do. I I have Ultra Tech weapons craftable. Or I forget exactly what it's called, but it adds a tech print for Ultra Tech weapons, and you can craft Persona weapons with it. I'm mainly thinking for medical stuff, because I think there's like regeneration serum you can make with Luciferium. I could be wrong though. Okay, Belle, I'm going to take you off of plants for now. Because I need research done ASAP. I'd really like to get those geothermal generators up and running, or at least one, so we have some form of consistent power. Looks like we never researched solar panels either. Kaz's bedroom is disgusting right now. We need somebody to clean that. Please clean your room. Oh my goodness, it is so filthy. Insects always do so much mess. Let's try to discover an ancient complex. Never mind. We already have an ancient complex. Where might that be? Is that this? Yes, it is. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna go to an ancient complex. Does Belmont have a bedroom? We can give them the fancy bedroom. They're ascetic, so they're going to be a bit salty about having a good bedroom, but it's not that good. Thanks for tracking all your muffalos into my house. We're pretty close to getting the perimeter wall done. We're about 2/3 of the way done with it. Psychic shit. Okay. Got a Legionary, a Cyclops, 5 Pikemen, and a Scorcher. These Pikemen terrify me. You want to not be firing there just while Cortina does that. Okay, we're gonna save before we try to deal with the psychic ship, because I sense that we're gonna have some casualties here. Especially since Kaz is still kind of injured. Do impets have slow wound healing? Yes, they do. Okay, Kaz cannot help out. That is unfortunate. So we only have 4 pawns to deal with this effectively 800 threat raid. No, hold your fire. Okay, I know you're going to be unhappy, but you got to use that shotgun for now. Are you with a shield belt? Never mind. How are they hitting you? Rimworld, get in there. Tanner's probably going to go down soon. Parker, you park yourself there. Rimworld, just get directly behind the pikeman. Yeah, Tanner's down. Barrel's not bleeding yet. Okay, that was well handled. Let's also shred mechanoids. Only having the melee character down from that is probably the preferred outcome. Again, should have utilized Marty. I keep on forgetting about them. Yeah, you're in mind-shattering pain. I'm sorry, bud. Get all that hauled into the other stockpile. I would like to do concrete or steel tile in here eventually. And the animals have the plague again. And this time it's Marty, oh no. What time is it? Alrighty, still pretty early. Press active for saving Fisher. The best skill is construction at level 9. I do not care. I need good combat pawns. "14 is in labor. Let's get you to gather for childbirth. And we have a compacted machinery meteorite. That is a lot of compacted machinery, actually. Wow. Dangerously close to our actual base, but still cool to see. Okay, Danny, you're allowed to go do something else. Healthy childbirth. Alrighty. Name baby. They are male. Jacob Greenwald. Hooray! Of course, by the time they're grown up, the series is probably going to be over. But the details. Take to a safe location. That would be in the school. Let me get rid of this bot real quick. Alrighty, it has been dealt with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this room now that it's not our storeroom anymore. I could just expand the crafting room into it, I suppose.
Heads up.
Hey, Alex has gifted a sub to build a region. Hell yeah. Thanks a ton for that, man. Yeah, your support has been absolutely outrageous, so I really appreciate that, Alex. I know I went through the whole, like, speech, I guess, the other day, but you're awesome. Thanks for being cool. Vented Heat Shroud. What does this do?
Rock and stone!
Rock and Stone. Foldable stock. Sure, we'll grab a foldable stock. Again, it's all good.
Rock
Happy to
and
help.
stone!
Rock and Stone Brothers. Ooh, a shuttle engine. I do want that. A flare strike rifle is really cool. So is prestige cataphract armor. There's a lot of stuff here that we just won't be able to afford. Do I sell the Luciferium? I want to keep the Essential Bomb. I don't think I sell Luciferium, no. I'll sell the Totems. I don't intend to have a Rimworld this playthrough. I'll sell the Brass Lions. They're not too crazy anyway. A concrete simple helmet. Yeah, no, we don't need that. Sell the Riot Armor. Even though it's poor quality, it's still worth 200. That's wild. I still want to keep some armor, so I guess I won't sell all of this. A concrete helmet. Yeah, I know, right? I need to remove that from the allowed materials list. These guns are also tempting, but I do not have the money. We are going to mob the heck out of Barrel's gun. Oh, can we not mod unique charge rifle? I suppose it technically already has modifications on it, but... I guess we'll mod Cass's rifle in that case. It's a shame I can't use the vented heat shroud that I bought specifically for the charge rifle, but whatever. We'll be able to give Kaz a little bit more accuracy on their Venturez. Oh, it already has a stock. Which is exactly what I want for it. I guess neither of those modifications are actually going to help us out. That's a little unfortunate. But I'm sure we'll have a gun that we want to use it for eventually. Let's have a chest specifically for storing weapon mods so that we know what we have. Let's get 75 components out of the rain. The abandoned mine quest has expired. You're feeding baby food to the death claw? That's hilarious. If only I could turn some of these components back into steel. First time I've had more components than steel, really, as an issue. But with the ancient urban ruins, we have been looting a lot of them. Even after selling, what, 60, we still have 90 components? We do need to get Tanner a better melee weapon. The shovel that they have is excellent, but it's still a shovel. Kaz, how are you doing? You're still pretty beaten up, so we're not going to send you guys on a raid just yet. It's crazy to me that with this much field, we're still struggling for food. Oh, Parker's botching all the harvests because they're blind. Okay. You know, I'm gonna take you off a plant cut. Let's actually send Beryl and Tanner on a mission. If Tanner... Let's actually see how beat up Tanner is. Yeah, Tanner needs to rest too. I just need to be patient. I am effectively feeding 10 colonists since the death bot consumes 2 nutrition a day instead of 1. Once the geothermal research is done, we're going to have Bell on plants. Let's see. Cortina can gain expertise in construction. I don't think I care. Oh, Kaz is fully healed. Oh, let's load him up. We're going to send them to the ancient complex. Beryl, you have a breach axe, right? Yes, good. I don't expect to find a ton here since it's not an ancient urban ruin, but it should be a little bit easier at least. Unless, of course, it's full of insects, and in which case we're probably just gonna die, but, you know, details. Alrighty. Pretty small ancient complex, which is good to see. Let's just save the game here. Just on the off chance that things go horribly wrong. Okay, we got 4 hermetic crates. Hold all the doors open. Oh, this is an Odyssey. An Odyssey base. Because normally Ancient Dangers don't have hallways like this in them. Oh, that will alert enemies and cause them to attack. I do not want to. I thought that was like an Odyssey terminal where I'd be able to hack a turret or something. Nice. Some books. Some Eltex, some gold. We needed gold. And some Luciferium. Well, that was a fairly fast raid. It went smooth. Too smooth. Oh, let me load the books on as well. We're just gonna hit another ancient site while we're out. We have the fuel. Uh-oh. I did not like that flicker. Have you ever heard of a game called Icarus Druids? I have. I've watched Buddy play it recently. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It looks interesting. Definitely the kind of thing I'd have to actually play to have the proper opinion on. This is the, like, planet-side survival game, right? It's one hell of a time sink. Once you get past tier 1, you realize just how much of a time sink everything else is gonna be. Interesting. Yeah. That's a lot of loots. Oh. That's a blunt shotgun. Come on in through. What did you have? A hand cannon. That explains a lot. We appear to be at a standstill. How much cover is that cone giving him? 40%, dang. Armor absorbed that hit. A headshot's pretty awful. Okay, he's bleeding out now. Oh no, Druid, you killed Biggie. You're the most heinous criminal of the late 90s. Oh no. I have no clue who that is, since I am very uncultured, but I assume it's funny. That guy has a grenade belt. It's a rapper who is notorious, aka Biggie Smalls. Okay, I think I've heard of him. That was a meaty sounding gun. Are you another incapable of violent dude? Yes, you are. Dang, I actually would have liked to keep that fella. He has pretty good combat stats, so pretty good shooting specifically. Nice. Great clearing, fellas. I will gladly take the grenade belt. That seems like something useful to have around in general. Open up those boxes. Buy components, some uranium. Where's the staircase? I know there's a bunker under here. Okay, there it is. Claim those sleeping bags. Let's see, how are you two doing on mood? You two are actually doing really well. Build a stockpile zone. Open up these containers. Did he just steal my medicine? Ooh, a civilian carbine. I hear Scythers. That terrifies me. We can dismantle the vent and go back there, though. We're just gonna let them fight it out. I'm just gonna do this over the map so I don't have to later. The Scyther's actually getting destroyed. Yeah, it got ganged up on. I assume that the human that was there with the wooden mace kind of damaged it badly before the Shamblers got to it. It's so cool going through the ventilation here. Probably not the best idea to put my people into melee, though. Yeah, Kaz is getting destroyed. Okay, guys, go tend to yourself. You found someone's bug out bunker? Yeah, they were deep in the vents. Zombies getting back up somewhere. That's a lot of... be careful. Ooh, good job. All of these explode if you touch them. So they did very good not hitting any of that. Come on, open that up. Okay, not a ton back here. Gives them some time to rest. What kind of level of explosion? Like 3 tiles around or entire world map tile? About a 6-tile explosion that causes chem fuel to fly everywhere, so it's flammable. And we're underground right now, so we just get choked out immediately by that. Okay, that Mega Scarab is an enemy. Very good. Crawling through the vents like the little rats that we are. They immediately talking about us. Or talking to each other. Okay, Kaz, actually, you step over here. Barrel, you deconstruct that. There's a Mega Spider back there. Not sure where it's going. Probably to get food, actually. Oh no. Get away from it. Let it go. Nice shooting. This is a really cool dungeon. Spider really said, "I'm starving. You guys got any? Stop screaming. You guys got any food?" Exactly. These stupid tribals are coming to loot all my stuff. Hey, I worked hard to clear out this area. You can't have it. This area seems military. Very. It was hidden in an old construction site, so... It was definitely a covert location. Kaz, be careful. Attack the other person! I swear the game can sense when one of your pawns are low on health. Stupid tribals taking all the stupid loot. I mean, the game does have access to the data of all your pawns, as in the raw numbers, yeah. It is just very frustrating when all the enemies will ignore, like, the dude that's standing right next to them and target the dude on the lowest health. To be fair, I have access to that information for them as well, but it's still so frustrating. Oh, Scyther. Got plenty of medicine back here, at least. Caravan's been detected. Kaz is on a major break risk. I'll let them do whatever they feel like. Military rations are rare, so hopefully they get a mood boost from it. Nope, they do not. Ooh, a composite assault dress is pretty good. Got some components for rifles. Key card. Okay, it's just a trader item. Okay, you open everything? Yes, you did. We got a lot of stuff to haul, boys. Hopefully they don't break down in the process of it. Guys, you know what? Drink a Fanta. Yeah. Plus 10. Very good. Let's see how base is doing. Bell's still researching geothermal. All the rice has been replanted. And we're starting to get a little bit of food in the stockpile. Kaz is at a minor break risk again. It's going to take them a while to haul everything out of here. Just hold on for me, Kaz. Let's disallow Kaz from loading the elevator for now. You're undergrounder and iron build, so you should be pretty happy down here. Yeah. You're tired, though. It's warmer outside than inside for you? Hmm. And Barrel has gotten lung rot. You know, I really should have expected that. chippies. Okay. You two have had enough sleep. Get to loading. Don't need the chem fuel. I would like the Fanta and the chips. Okay, Beryl actually hasn't had enough sleep, but whatever. I would like to get out of here quickly because we have a caravan raid arriving in a day. I want these rifles primarily. They're poor quality, but they give weapon components when we disassemble them. Let's just be a little bit more selective with what we want to bring. Just so that we can get out of here quicker. I remember the Copperhead SMGs being kind of crazy. Kaz is wandering in a daze. That's not great. Barrel's still holding strong, though. How are you still not done with that? Okay, the perimeter wall has been built. We're gonna make a big old barracks building in here. I'll probably just throw an individual bedroom over here as well. A wild woman wanders in. She's called Gaga. Gaga Wolverine. You're actually quite good. We'll have to train them up in shooting, of course, but they're not bad. Kaz, please snap out of it. I know I pushed you too far, but come on. Geothermals have been researched. Barrel might break down soon. I can't afford them breaking down. This could go badly. I just need Cash to snap out of it as soon as possible. Might be time to cut losses. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's a lot of stuff. It is indeed. We probably won't be able to bring all the steel back, but we still got a pretty good haul. Don't have much time here. Blood on the wind. Oh, glorious. Wind carries a faint scent of blood. That means werewolves are going to attack us soon. Okay, Cass is actually doing pretty decent now. At least mood-wise. You can carry more than that in one trip. I really want this survival kit. It's a 5-use Glitter World medicine, effectively. Get both of you, and load all of the things. Okay, we can bring back enough steel for the geothermal generator, so I'm happy about that. There's fire in the home area. Oh boy, you put a roof over that, didn't you? Yes, you did. But hey, we got the geothermal generator up. No more power issues for a short period of time. Okay, let's abandon that site. And shuttle's here. Pretty decent haul. There's 5 advanced components is probably what's going to make us the most money here. We're working on drug production. Let's actually do recycling assembly first. I don't know why Gunsmith just removed itself. I'd like to send Greenwald and Cortina out on another raid, but they still have a child to take care of, so it's kind of inconvenient. Okay, and we're getting this building built. Let's harvest that early. You really think all this field space would be enough for 10 people, but I guess not. Because we're constantly running out of rice. I guess I need a bigger plot for corn. Huntsman's Moon. Bear werewolves will periodically attack your colony. We do have the wall fully set up. Tanner is a werewolf, apparently. Well, that would have been good to know earlier. He's gonna go in to slaughter all of our Muffalo now. Okay, then. How long does Lycanthropic Fury last? He'll attack anything he hears, sees, or smells. The state will end once his lycanthropic stress has reached its limit. Yeah, he's just gonna go and murder every Muffalo we have. Oh boy. Let's make sure everybody else stays in base. Not the Muffalo calf. They won't even fight back. He can now transform into beast form at will. While the Huntsman's Moon blood offers a little outside of beast form, it does provide immunity to certain infections. Interesting. This is the first time I've actually had a werewolf. Customized beast form. Let's see, you're Tanner. You're the guy that's really good at melee, so I suppose that's pretty good. Werewolf or werewolf legacy. I kind of like the legacy werewolf. Upgrade beast form? Oh yeah, there's like a whole skill tree for this. I forgot about that. Interesting. That was not a twist I was expecting, though. Pretty convenient, the location that it happened to him in. So he wasn't attacking our colonists, at least. Muffalo 1 has died due to blood loss. New lovers, Tanner and Belle. Okay. Just immediately. They're like, oh, you're a werewolf? That's cool. Muffalo 3 has died due to blood loss. Buffalo 6 has died due to blood loss. And we're getting raided by feral werewolves on both sides. Will they even bother trying to get in our walls? Yes, they will. Cortina, put the dang baby down. don't do that much wall damage, thankfully. And more feral werewolves. Is anybody outside of the wall? No. They'll probably just go away in the morning, right? Kaz is still in serious pain. They are getting pretty close to breaking down the walls. More feral werewolves. Only like 2 more, though. Okay, it's like 4 more. I'm gonna set up that for the future, just so that we're a little bit more contained. We can always tear it down later if we need to. Let's see how well Marty can deal with the werewolf. Or all of the werewolves, I guess. This may have been a mistake. I may have just doomed Marty. Yep. Barely injured them. That's bad. Can't let our boy Marty go down, though. Parker's down. Oh, you went down fast. Probably because you're still missing your eyes. Why is it always the wind turbines? Every dang time. Doesn't matter whether you're an insect, a raider, or a random angry bird. You're going to go after the wind turbines, of all things. Uh-oh. They broke through. Cortina, put the damn baby down. Every chance she gets. Like, good, take care of your child, but come on. We're in the middle of a raid here. Oh, Marty got back up. They're still bleeding out, though. More feral werewolves, of course. And now they're retreating. Okay. Okay, Parker's in a bed. They're probably going to be infected, if I'm being honest. Holy cow, Cortina, if you don't pick up that M14 and blast holes in the enemies, we're all gonna die, pretty much. They have a modified MP5, though. But close enough. Rimworld. There are fine meals right there. You do not need to eat raw corn off the floor. Parker's gotten sick from an infection. Cortina, tend to them, please. Oh, you just left the baby on the table. Wow, great. Great job. Take an infestation of 6 hives for the thunderous sniper. Rangefinder, hollow point rounds, and makeshift. Huh. If it didn't have makeshift as a modifier, I would like it. I don't want my snipers to have a chance of not firing, though. I guess I'll take the plasteel. Plasteel is always helpful. The infestation's probably just going to spawn in there, because that's the only thing even close to under the mountain. It could spawn in my freezer, I suppose, but yeah, it's just in Kaz's bedroom. We're gonna stun everybody here, but that's fine. Dang, Cat, you brought bed bugs back with you from the recent expedition. Accurate. Marty's down. Tanner needs to back up. We might lose Tanner here. Never mind. Pods arrived with Glitter World Medicine and Plasteel. How's Marty doing? Marty needs food. And a bit of tending. Everybody's tired from that werewolf raid, though. Except for Gas, apparently. Parker, go lay down. No, you get yourself to bed. Parker, please rest. Parker is starving. Well, whose fault is that? We have 74 meals in storage at least. But we are not doing great on food. Tanner has gotten sick from an infection. Brother. I've had this happen before. I don't understand what causes it. It's like they're not allowed to be tended while they're in a hospital bed and somebody's drafted or something. Alrighty, however, we've been going for almost 3 hours now. That means it is time for me to disappear. Thanks a ton for stopping by, everybody. I hope you had a great time here. Stay awesome, stay safe, rock and stone. It's been quite an exciting day for the Scavengers Unity. Let's use Life for us to raid.
We're rich!
We're rich.
Rock and stone!
Rock and stone, brothers. Let's raid somebody random playing Rimworld. Actually, I send you over to a buddy that's playing Deep Rock Galactic currently. Make sure you drop them a follow. They're Vitavis Prime. They are doing the 8th year anniversary event for Deep Rock Galactic. We might go live again later today, but I'm not sure how things will be going. Anyway, have a good one, people.